I still need to stay true to who I am. I still need to stay true to myself.
So who do you think you are?
I'm a musician.
I'm a Canadian and I'm a mother.
I'm a student.
I think secretly I'm a 50s housewife.
You make a film about who you are and then you have to watch it 14 years later. You're like, oh, okay. Hi, my name is Adkins-Alverado and I got my start at RealWorks. RealWorks just really helped me figure out that I wanted to go into filmmaking. I think it's really what made me think like, yeah, this is what I want to do. I want to go to film school. And it just really helped kind of put me down that career path. And then actually after I graduated from college, I've come back and I've done lighting work for them. I've taught a couple of RealWorks workshops and been on some panels. It felt like everything kind of came full circle. Like I went from like student to intern to like fully employed person, you know, all with RealWorks. When it comes to film, when it comes to your career, what you want to do with your life, like the number one thing is to feel fulfilled and to feel happy and to feel like you're creating what you want to create. At the end of the day, like it's all about you and nurturing yourself as a person and as an artist, and being happy and doing what you love is really important.
I remember hearing this quote once. It was said by the Buddha, and someone asked him who he was. They asked him, are you a man, are you a saint, or are you an angel? And his response was, I am awake.
I've never really felt a sense of identity the way other people around me have felt a sense of identity. I've only ever felt like myself, and I don't really know how to explain that to people because, I mean, it's me and they can't really know me. I mean, people can get to know me, but they can't know what's inside me the way I can.
My name is Rachel. I'm doing a film, a documentary about identity. And I'm just interested in like who you think you are and how you identify yourself and why. Who are you guys?
That's a good question.
It's a hard question.
I don't really know. How did you come about this question?
Well, I guess I'm trying to figure out like what exactly identity is, like what underlying principle defines identity or a way to explain identity. Because so many people identify with so many different things. For example, I'm half white and I'm half Native American, and my dad identifies quite a bit with his Native American culture, but I don't identify with culture.
I am Chickahominy. You are not.
Interesting. I remember once we were on the train and he asked me like, oh, do you feel Chickahominy, that's the tribe we're from, Chickahominy, like, do you feel Native American? And I said no, because I don't know what it feels like to be anything else.
And when you're talking about Chickahominy, you're talking about a minority experience. I remember when I was in grade school, I used to get in fights simply because I was Chickahominy. There would be those that would taunt me, that would bait me. I was less than they were.
Because I haven't had the same experiences that my dad has had, I can never understand his identity. Just because he identifies with ethnicity, I don't think that makes it any less of an identity.
My understanding is that you really don't identify Chickahominy. That would be something I would like. That, you know, you would say, yes, I am Chickahominy. That is who I am. Because if you don't identify with being Chickahominy to a certain degree, you don't identify with me. Because I am Chickahominy.
I love my dad and I respect him and I care about him a lot, but I still need to stay true to who I am. I still need to stay true to myself. feel like I'm defined by my, I guess, awakeness and my sensitivity to the things around me.
Very thoughtful. I think you have a sharp mind.
I kind of developed this whole like analytical side. I love to overanalyze things. It annoys a lot of people, but I like it. And I don't know if that maybe came from my environment, but I definitely know, like, or think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that I know that I've always been this way.
I know times when I hear you with your friends analyzing books and analyzing characters and philosophical issues, and I'm like, wow, you blow my mind, because I was never like that when I was 17.
The nature of my identity versus the nature of my dad's identity is very different. The realization of this big difference between us, like, kind of made me think, like, you know, well, what is identity? Like, what's the nature of identity? I have that genetic piece just like my dad does, so I think that there's got to be more to it.
So who do you think you are?
I'm a musician.
I'm a Canadian and I'm a mother.
I'm a student.
I think secretly I'm a 50s housewife.
Who am I? You know, I know my roles. You know, who am I deep down inside? I think you just have to do a lot of soul searching.
I don't feel like identity is one certain thing, but like a compilation of all the fragments that make a person up.
It's definitely an internal thing. Like, you are kind of, sometimes it's like you don't even know how to explain it. Like,
Momentarily, different things can define you, but at one point you find out that there's like a couple things that will always define you.
The one thing that I think I figured out is that identity is something that's internal. You have to figure out what is significant for you.
Increasingly, I do know this, that you are your own person. I think that you are a person who has an inquiring sort of mind. You're a person who doesn't necessarily take the pat answer and just say, oh, okay, and just kind of go with the flow.
The role that you take in relationship to the things in your life are what make you who you are. I'd much rather focus on the things that honestly I'm drawn to. And I think that as a result, I'll be happy, and I think I'll have a meaningful identity.
If you like this video, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe to keep up with all our RealWorks YouTube videos. And don't forget to watch the films of the next generation of filmmakers. At RealWorks, we believe when you change the storytellers, you change the world. Support RealWorks.